Jamal Musiala, Bayern Munich's wonderkid, is lying on the pitch, motionless. The stadium is silent. Millions are watching, holding their breath. In a Champions League clash that promised drama, no one expected this. A devastating collision with PSG goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma has stopped the football world in its tracks. And now, the question echoes louder than ever. Is this the end for Jamal Musiala? From the moment he broke into the Bayern Munich first team, Musiala has been nothing short of electric. Born in Germany, raised in England, polished in the ruthless training grounds of Bayern, he became a sensation before most players his age even made their professional debuts. Calm on the ball, agile between defenders, and unshakably confident, Musiala was the blueprint of modern midfield brilliance. Whether in the Bundesliga, the Champions League, or for the German national team, his elegance and composure made him untouchable. He wasn't just a player, he was Bayern's future, Germany's hope. The golden thread in a team rebuilding after legends had faded. So when Bayern lined up to face PSG in the Champions League round of 16, all eyes were on him. The stakes were massive: pride, power, and progression to the quarterfinals. Musiala looked focused from the start, drifting between the lines, dancing past defenders, creating space where none existed. It felt like the stage was set for a Musiala masterclass. But football is cruel. Early in the second half, a loose ball in midfield sent Musiala charging forward. Donnarumma, sensing danger, sprinted off his line. It happened in a flash. Musiala stretched to control the ball. Donnarumma slid in to clear it, and then impact. Musiala's leg twisted unnaturally as the two collided. He screamed. He didn't roll theatrically. He didn't get back up. He stayed down, and everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans, knew something was wrong. The camera cut to Thomas Müller on the bench, stunned, Davies with his hands over his mouth, Donnarumma visibly shaken, calling for the medics. Even PSG's players looked uncomfortable. The replay was brutal. A high-speed collision, a planted foot, and the knee, bending in a way it simply shouldn't. Within minutes, Musiala was stretchered off. No thumbs up, no wave to the crowd. Just a young man in pain, with a blank stare toward the sky. Football in that moment felt secondary. Social media erupted. Reckless, tragic, devastating. The #pray for Musiala trended across Europe. Football pundits called it a nightmare moment for the sport. Julian Nagelsmann refused to comment in detail post-match, only saying, "We're all praying it's not as bad as it looked." But it looked bad, and the silence said more than words ever could. Hours later, Bayern released a short statement. Jamal Musiala had suffered a suspected knee ligament injury. Further scans were needed, but behind the scenes, the fear was real. A potential ACL or MCL tear. Months out, season ending, maybe more. For Bayern, the timing couldn't be worse. Their midfield, already lacking depth, now loses its creative engine. Musiala was their transition, their tempo, their spark. Without him, Kane receives less service. Sané loses a partner in build-up, and Tuchel, already under pressure, faces a tactical nightmare. For Germany, the loss is catastrophic. The Euros are fast approaching, and they're on home soil. The plan had always been to build the team around Musiala. His chemistry with Florian Wirtz, his ability to unlock tight games, his calm under pressure, irreplaceable. Now, with him sidelined, the German midfield is thrown into chaos. Sure, they have talent, but none like Jamal. And for the player himself, this is more than just physical pain. This is a mental battle. A young star, only 21, suddenly facing the darkest phase of his career. Rehabilitation, isolation, doubt. The cameras stop rolling. The fans move on, but the hours in the gym, the setbacks, the questions, will I ever be the same? They stay. But if football history has taught us anything, it's this. Greatness isn't defined by talent alone. It's defined by resilience. We've seen it before. Zlatan returning from a near career-ending ACL tear at 35. Virgil van Dijk, out for months, coming back to dominate once again. Even Ronaldo, early in his career, faced serious knee injuries, only to become one of the greatest ever. Musiala is younger, stronger, and more determined than ever. This injury, as painful as it is, doesn't have to be the end. It could be the making of him. The comeback story no one forgets. Imagine it, a year from now. A fully recovered Musiala stepping back onto the pitch, the crowd rising to their feet, and the boy who once lay broken on the turf, dancing past defenders again. It won't be easy. The road will be long, the doubts will creep in. But one thing is certain, Musiala has the mindset, the support, and the talent to return, not just as the player he was, but as something greater. So we ask again, is this the end for Jamal Musiala, or is this just the beginning of a new, even more powerful chapter? Let us know what you think in the comments. Will Musiala come back stronger than ever, or has this changed everything?